Jesus was like just like from what I understand was just kind of a weird guy, but like it was like Narnia was like super Christian, but that doesn't make it bad.
Like, isn't it like an allegory for Jesus?
It's like it is just the story of Jesus.
So is the Matrix, though.
That's true. My favorite
but it's
Bible
like
story.
It's goth Jesus.
It's goth.
Sexy
I do love
S&M goth
Jesus.
Jesus. Yes.
It's more spiritually correct than Passion of the Christ.
It's the story of Jesus if he was more wet all the time and wore latex.
Wet Jesus.
Yeah.
The Matrix.
We don't know. He could have.
That's true. He might have had a lot of latex. It might have been very wet.
Stop, guys. Spiritual and hot? I don't think I can handle it.
Oh my gosh.
I simply could not handle a wet Jesus.
I mean, isn't that Doc's pretty much?
You
Wet
had to
Jesus.
go there.
Docs is just wet Jesus. He's wet green Jesus.
He's magical and wet.
We'll find out
Charismatic.
over the course of several years that Dox is the god of this universe and he just didn't know it.
Aw, isn't that
Spoiler,
what?
Just
Damn,
a
spoilers.
classic level 1 backstory.
Yeps. Oh.
That's the thing he forgot in the gap. Oh, I'm a god.
Yep.
Oh my god.
How fun.
Oh my me.
That's why he's so wet all the time. It wasn't the Axe body spray. Well, all right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode here at Standard Actions. We are playing. This is what, episode 4?
4. Yep.
4? Episode 4 of our new Homebrew campaign. So yeah, last time you, after fighting your way through the first floor, ended up getting the whole crew showed up to accost you. A whole gang, it seems. And with superior numbers, you were forced to retreat upward. After taking refuge behind the barricade near the rec room that you're defending, thugs came up, got ready to assault you, when suddenly your saviors appeared, or possibly saviors, we're not sure yet. And as you're sort of standing there, Mr. Darrows is there too. He's standing behind you. You kind of glance back and he's just sort of staring out over the barricades here. And after sort of just a minute of looking at each other, the woman in the heavy armor is the first to speak. Apologies for the late arrival, Darrows. We were just returning home from another job across the station when we got your messages. Our connection to the sphere on that side was spotty. I told you that if you continued to allow the refugee population of this facility grow, there would be certain to attract unwanted attention. I clearly... Oh, don't get your panties in a twist, Dinah. Give the poor guy a break. The woman with the giant wings sort of cuts her off. I told you not to call me that. The woman in the armor replies, and then the other gentleman, the older gentleman, the cane, says, come now, Dinara, don't be so cold from our gracious hosts. Oh, shut up, you insufferable drunk. Hey, Mr. D. Are you doing okay? Yes? He sort of looks around at the blood and gore and bodies everywhere and just says, relatively speaking, thanks both to your timely assistance and the help of my new friends here, I believe the worst has been averted. My friends, this is Dinara, Kyverson, and Styburn. They've been helping us out with security occasionally. I'm sorry. Could you all just excuse me for one moment? Feel free to chat.
What? God damn, if I'd have known that we were having backup as effective and hot as you all, I maybe would have cleaned the place up a little bit.
Aw, thanks, honey. I appreciate that. You must be talking about me. You're certainly not talking about these two. I'll have you know that I have picked up quite a partner or two in my day.
Tarek slaps Docs on the shoulder. Like, huh? Huh?
Sorry, what?
What? All right, well, I guess thank you for the assist. I feel like we would have been mincemeat or worse without your timely help, so I appreciate it.
Yes, we could see that. You're welcome, I suppose.
Oh, they're so freaking cool.
They are so cool, aren't
I
they?
Flattery
don't know
will
what to
get you
say.
everywhere.
They're so cool.
Well,
Put
sometimes
yourself down, Docs. You're cool too. I put a hand on your shoulder.
Ooh.
Pat you on the back.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I,
it's true. We're also all really cool. We're just less cool than those three.
it looks like were you the ones who helped defend this place?
Yep, that was a group effort by the four of us.
Yeah, I died.
Doc's died a couple of times.
Wow, I've felt like that several times today.
No,
I
I
know how
literally
you
died.
feel.
I saw the boneyard and everything.
Oh, that is fascinating. You seem okay
You didn't really
now.
talk- Yeah, you didn't really talk about that in the moment, but I guess that I guess we were in the heat of it.
Who's gonna clean this shit up?
Speaking of which, I want Fennec to wander off and grab like a mop from the closet and start coming over. And go, squeaky,
Yeah.
squeaky.
You walk over to the closet and grab a mop for just a second, and then come back out.
I'm gonna be over
I
here.
don't know, Fennec. Shouldn't you, we could make the kids do it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't-
sorry. We
Oh,
made a bit of a mess of the place.
We don't need to make the kids clean up all the blood and viscera, but like, you know, we could maybe take a short break, given what the trials we have been through.
I forgot about the children. Dinah, we forgot about the children. I'm glad we made it in time.
Who are you three? And how do you know this place?
Hey, yeah.
We are, or what you may call mercenaries, though I would detest the term. Darrows has us on retainer. We've done occasional work for Mr. D, helping him out with security now and then. Nice guy.
Jexa slowly just like walks out and kind of is wandering towards the mustachioed gentleman, and she's like, "Yo, what's up? What are you doing?"
You see him putting a flask sort of back in his pocket under his like half cape. He's trying to be sneaky about it, but
no, you can just like let me get a little bit. I see that. Let me get a hit. Come on, sharing.
I
is
don't know you that
giving
well.
it to me.
No,
Oh my God.
I don't. You could be sick or something. I can't risk it. I can't risk
am
it. I might need
sick
this later. I'm
and
definitely
just-
going to need
I'm gonna
this
try
later.
to reach for it. I'm gonna reach for it. What do I do?
Make a
Just-
oh shoot, a sleight of hand.
Thievery is.
I'm not trying to
Thievery.
hide it. I'm not trying to hide it. I'm
That's
just
even
reaching
worse.
for it.
I know it's think of it as a kind of quick grab. You're not trying to be sneaky. You're just trying to go.
Okay. Why won't you roll?
Oh, wow.
You absolutely not.
Hero point?
Not only yeah,
You're so
Not
slow
only-
that Fennec points it out, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
not only does Styburn quickly sort of juke away from you, tucking it back in his pocket after taking a swig, but he does it so fast that he comes back with his hand, slaps your hand away, and you don't even
Ow,
like
what
see
the
it happen.
I thought you were our saviors, but like you're just some threesome that showed up and killed a bunch of people. Whatever, it doesn't even matter. I'm going.
And you just tried to steal
pretty
alcohol
great.
from a demigod.
Fine.
What the
It's
hell's
like-
wrong with you?
You hear that, Dinah? We're a threesome. What do you think?
Ugh, God, I can imagine with her.
Never not in anyone's wildest dreams.
Yeah,
Dude.
I know. You're too busy reading a book.
Gods.
You fuck, whatever.
Tarek has also ran into the closet and grabbed some cleaning supplies,
Aw.
seeing that that's what Fennec is doing.
I think you two would make a cute couple if you straightened up a bit, Styburn, and you loosened up a little bit, Dinah.
Hey, you, redhead. You got anything?
Sorry,
Jackson,
sweetie.
Could you stop
I
hassling the people that saved our lives?
got.
Fennec looks so confused by this. He
It's-
looks at Doxy. He's like,
Time
"Are you still
for
cool?"
How are you- I don't-
celebration.
The kind of medicine I have is not the kind you're looking for from Styburn.
Whatever. It can be in pill form.
I'll tell you what. Come here.
I think the most disappointing thing is finding out that the mean-looking one is straight.
Which one's the mean-looking one?
She, that would, I'm assuming you mean
That would-
Dinara.
Yeah, that's
She gives you
Dinara.
a really nasty look, but says nothing. Very cold look.
So literally her artwork.
Yeah, she doesn't. She doesn't say anything, but yeah, Jexa, you walk up to Kyverson and she sort of looks at you, and she gets sort of down. She's very tall. She is pretty much as tall as Fennec. She has these giant sort of angelic style wings that come out of her back, and she sort of gets down like she's gonna get down and talk to a child who is half as tall or less than she is. And she gets down and she sort of puts her hand on your head, and she sort of ruffles your fur on top of your head. Says, "Aw, you're just a little cutie, aren't you?"
I bite her.
She, you try to snap at her, and she pulls her hand back and goes, "Oh, that's cute." She gives you a slap across the face. As
Jesus.
she
Harder.
does, you feel yourself fall to the ground. You are suddenly on the ground, and you feel
Okay, wait, like I'm prone.
you feel a gentle warmth running through your body as
yourself.
she knocked you down.
Fuck. You made me piss myself.
Again. Only I
know,
made
That's
myself
the third
piss
time
myself.
tonight.
Sorry about that. It shouldn't. I think that was
Could
just
you,
you,
like-
dear. I
I
think
come
that
over
was
with
just
a
you.
mop.
You
Could
stand
you help
up.
me up? No, I'm calling to the man and I'm saying, I'm getting you. Can you help me up? I'm a lady.
I would never
Debatable.
leave a lady on the ground unless she asks for it. He comes over and helps you up. You stand
as
up.
he's doing that, I
enable the
reach for
behavior.
his. I reach for his.
Give me another check. Give me another check.
Sticky fingers.
Wait, thievery or stealth? What did we say?
There's no,
Thievery,
it's
thievery.
thievery.
Yeah, you're not trying to be stealthy. You're just
Pickpocketing.
trying to be fast. You grab one hand and you sort of reach up with the other and try to reach in, and you again come up short as he drops you. He goes, no, I'm not. That's not gonna happen. This is for Daddy.
Yes, Daddy.
No.
I'm gonna go and sit down here at the.
Yeah,
Nothing
Jexa,
ever
as
goes
you
Jackson,
right.
take a
Poor
fucking breath.
Jexa.
You
Poor Jackson.
stand up and you go sit down, and you still feeling this sort of gentle warmth sort of leaving you as a cold wetness returns. But you realize as you do that you feel great. Where before you were tired and maybe a little hungover and hurt from your battles, you suddenly feel amazing. You are back to full health.
Show
And
off.
I'm gonna look at Wing Lady and be like, did that bitch slap me with uppers?
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just need to be put back in your place for everything to work out right, I suppose. If anyone else would...
Doc steps up and is like, "Me next! Slap me!"
a bit unorthodox, but that's... And then she just clocks you. She clocks you. You're on the ground, but you feel great. You are also back to
Yes.
full health.
Tarek
wait,
walks
did you-
up and holds her hand out, and she's just like, I'm a little bit more of a handshake type until we get to know each other better.
Oh, that's fine, little lady. That's usually my MO. She gives you
Not
a
many
firm
people
handshake.
call me little or lady these days.
Oh, well, you tell me what you want to be, and that's what I'm gonna call you. You are also back to full health.
I was so hurt too.
How about you, big fella?
Fennec
You look-
sees what she's doing, and then he like opens up his hand and like slaps himself across the face with a loud twang, and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna have to show me that." Sure.
Hey,
And then
Kyvie,
he's puffs out
these
his
guys
chest.
are freaking wild. What is their deal? Guys are freaky. You sure
Don't
you
lump
live
me
here
in
with
the
Miss?
rest of them.
You sure you live here with the Big D? You're not really his flavor.
Biggest.
Well, I'm new.
Oh, that explains it. After
Where's Rascal?
oh yeah.
Tarek real quick like pops Rascal out, and she's like, hell. She like pops Rascal out, and she just like drops the like mop and broom that she's been holding and like cleaning up with, and just immediately gets down on a knee and starts tinkering with Rascal. He's all beat up. He's not looking good. She's just immediately trying to fix him up.
As
And I will take healing if that's.
yeah. She laughs at you slapping yourself, and then she just sort of pats you on the head, which you're more or less at her level, but it's a kind gesture. It's despite the appearances, it doesn't feel patronizing in any way.
Very nice.
And
smile.
yeah, you feel great.
Thank you.
You feel great. Your internal biological systems are repaired. Even repairs a little bit of the mechanical systems.
Nice.
Whew. Well, I think that's a pretty good day of work, everybody. It's at this point that Mr. Darrows returns. He pops back out. And he starts to make his way up over the barricades, climbing up very carefully. He's an older gent. He makes his way over, very careful not to fall down. My apologies for the delay, everyone. I wanted to make sure that the older children would make sure to keep everyone inside and the doors closed until we can deal with this. He sort of points to the room. At this point, everyone takes a minute to sort of survey the space. And you sort of look around. And that's when you all notice that on the stairs, one of the thugs is still alive and has been slowly crawling up out of the room down the stairs this entire time while you've been chatting. Let's do this, yeah. You see the sort of the little guy that talked last time, who had sort of been the mouthpiece for this group. The twitchy guy, he stands up as you're all turn your eyes towards him, and he goes, ah! And he sort of jumps up onto his knees and sprints down the stairwell and sort of out of sight. You see, he makes an absolute break for it. Styburn turns and looks at everybody and says, someone should probably go and stop him. Probably. He starts to take an unsteady step towards the stairs, but Mr. Darrows takes another step forward and just says, no, thank you, Styburn. It's okay. Please we'll just let him go. I think enough has been done today. You've done enough. Styburn and Kyverson look at Dinara, who just looks back at them and looks at Mr. Darrows for a minute, and then she gives him sort of a curt nod and just acknowledges, okay. Mr. Darrows turns back to everyone. I'm loath to ask it, but with the children in the room back there, would you all be able to help with this?
Well, of course.
What is this?
Zip? What?
I see a couple of you have already grabbed a mop, and I appreciate that, but
Indeed.
Yeah, we're just kind of pushing it around. It's not really working.
yeah, well, we can get some cleaning supplies if you're all willing to help. This is going to I don't think we're going to this is not what we do. As Daenerys starts talking, you see Kyverson give her an elbow in the corner. She's kind of walked over here at this point. Kyverson elbows Daenerys in the ribs, gives her a dirty look, and Daenerys turns back and just says, "All right, but cleanup is going to cost you extra." Mr. Darrows just nods, and we can fast forward a little montage here as we jump forward in time.
As we dig a mass grave.
Yeah, we just put him in a there's
the
got to be an
street.
airlock nearby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It is a space station.
2 hours later, you find yourselves back in the community center, up here in the little courtyard, the little food court area. And everyone's very tired. It's very late at night at this point. And Dainara sort of breaks the silence that's sort of settled over everyone at this point. Darrows, your retainer is spent after tonight. Do you want to keep us on? Well, unfortunately, it's beyond our means at the moment, Dainara. While your services are thorough, they are not without significant cost. Dainara nods a bit. It was stupid to send all the adults out at once. It doesn't matter how low you were on supplies. Yes, I suppose that I was mistaken. It's one we won't make again. Well, now you got all these mighty little warriors in your crew, Mr. D. They'll keep the nasties at bay, I'm sure. Yes, quite a good showing. These little tricks and traps and traps, they're smart. But you keep working on all your skills, and before you know it, we'll be calling you for help.
I can't tell if this guy's making fun of us or not.
Dainara snorts pretty dismissively and says, "That's highly unlikely.
Well, she
But I will
definitely is.
commend you on your efforts nonetheless. We needed time to make our way here, and you provided that. It probably saved the lives of those children." Aw, see? She does like you. I'd raise a toast to you all, but I'm not sharing, little lady. Well, thank you. Mr. Darrows just sort of shakes his head and smiles and says, "Well, thank you, you three. Please stop back whenever you are nearby. You are always welcome here. Once we can gather some more funds once again, we can talk about that as well." Dainara nods and turns. Kyverson leans down and gives Mr. D a kiss on the forehead. She comes over and gives him a little kiss on the forehead. Styburn stumbles over and gives him 2 very wet, sloppy kisses on each cheek. And then they turn to depart. And as they start making their way down the stairs, Dainara turns at the last second and says, "Darrows, these sovereigns, as they call themselves, they won't let this go. They're becoming a bit of a problem throughout the arms and the ring. Their numbers have grown. You've bought yourself some time, perhaps a week or so, but don't rest in your laurels. And then she turns and they head down the stairs and out of the community center.
Bye. Home again soon. I like those guys.
They're pretty
They
cool.
they're a motley crew, but effective. Don't let them put you off. If they did, they mean well. Just a little rough around the edges. Well,
I'm gonna turn to Docs and be like, Docs, isn't the Boneyard that club?
No, that's the boner yard you're thinking of.
Oh yeah.
I usually avoid that place.
I think it's more for
It's-
Docs.
It's pretty fun. You just gotta, do a little dodge and weave and make sure you don't get hit, if you know what I'm saying.
You're
Isn't
not
that-
dodging and weaving anything.
Isn't it the place you snuck off to that one night?
Hey, you weren't supposed to say anything.
I can't stand your voice. I mean, I love your voice.
What?
I love your voice too.
make up your mind.
I can't stand it.
Mr. Darrows just sort of shakes his hand and smiles at you all and sort of rubs his hand through his hair. Well, I don't know about y'all, but it's a little late for me. It's about like 3 or 4 in the morning now. I think I suggest we all go get some rest and regroup in the morning, perhaps. Thank you again for your assistance tonight. All joking aside, we needed your help this evening, and you really stepped up, so it's greatly appreciated. I won't forget this.
My pleasure.
And with
We need
that,
some guns. Get some guns, man.
with that, you all sort of scramble, moving your separate ways, making your way towards. You all have rooms here, tents that you've found over time, come to call your own, and you go and you get a good night's sleep. And with that, we're gonna jump to the next morning. You all get a good night's sleep. You all get a full rest. You can all click the full rest button for your characters if you want to.
Let's see. Where is that button again?
It's a little bed
Know it.
icon.
There it
It's
is.
not
Yeah,
like
it's
pressing
it's a little
buttons.
bed.
Oh, I'm not
Little-
wounded anymore. That's great.
Yes, you get your little spell slots if you had any. Recharge your abilities. Don't forget to heal Rascal as well.
Yep.
But you all go and get a good night's sleep. And you sleep in until kind of, well, it's pretty early morning still. It's not a full night's rest, but it feels like a full night's rest after the day you've had. And you're awoke fairly early by some children in the morning. Different children make their way to your different little tents, and they all come up with the same message as they sort of rouse you from your slumber. Hey, Mr. D wants to talk to you. He's in the basement. He says you should get up and go talk to him.
All right, kid.
The hell away from me, kid. He pushes
Oh my
him
God.
out.
Fox.
I'm gonna
Don't be so
I'm gonna
rude.
tell on you if you push me. Mr.
Oh,
D
fine,
said to
God damn
Mr.
it.
D said to tell him if you were grumpy.
Fine.
He said they would make coffee.
Ooh, okay.
All right. Okay.
Docs perks up with that.
So you all wake up and you all go to make your way towards the basement. But as you do, in the fresh light of day, you are all now officially level 1.
Leveling up in game
Leveling
or in
up.
session. Wow.
In-game mid-session, we are going
Crazy.
But
wild here.
How does that work?
Well, let me tell you.
Mm.
Okay,
I
I
see
will
it.
refresh.
Sure. I'm
But-
so awesome now. Look at this.
Make sure you refresh so it acquires the right character in your user configuration. And let
working
me
on
Ending.
this.
You promised us, and you said we would be level 5 by now. Remember when you
said-
said that?
No such thing.
I
You won't
well,
listen to your lies.
I thought it in my.
There we go. And we have all the gear and everything.
Yes. So, a couple things that that happened here. One is that over the course of the evening, at the very end of the evening, and this morning, however you want to play it, your characters have gone and picked through all of the loot, all of the corpses, and scavenged what you can as you took the bodies out. And you spent some time sorting out the goods and the gear, deciding who should get what that is most effective for each of you. And so you all now have your level 1 gear. You've done a little bit of sorting, and you should have your equipment based on what you built your level 1 character to be. If anyone has anything missing or anything out of sorts, please let me know. The only thing that I'm going to do between now and next session that I didn't do is account for ammunition a little bit. But you know what? Never mind. I'm not even. We're going to say in the corpses you found a little bit of ammunition to get you back up to these levels.
Makes sense.
But as you come out to look around, you see children playing all over the place. The children are running around. They're not relegated sleepily into the rec room anymore, but running around playing all over the place. You see a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but several adults also sort of meandering around, looking a bit haggard this morning. As you start to make your way out and wake yourselves up, you do find that one of the kids takes you out to the cafe area where a carafe of coffee has been set up on a little tray, and there's 4 cups there. And they sort of point you and said, Mr. D had us bring this here for you, so you can have it.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
buddy.
Yeah. They said I'm supposed to say thanks.
Oh, okay. Great. What's up?
Yeah. Thanks for helping us not get killed last night.
Don't worry about it, kid.
Okay. They sort of scamper off. As you're sort of sitting there sipping your coffee, a bunch of other kids you see start to meander over, and they walk up to you little by little. And one of them's pretty small. It's like 3 or 4, and was pushed over by one of the other kids. And they comes up to you, Fennec, and he's sort of looking up at you real big. And he looks a bit intimidated. And then he looks like he's about to turn and run away, but instead he sort of dives at you and gives you a hug on both legs.
Yeah, Fennec will squat down and get him in a big bear hug and then lift him up 7 feet in the air. And it says, "We'll always be here to protect you." And then he'll squat back down and put the kid back on the ground. "Would you like some coffee?"
Fennec, don't.
The kid like goes bleh and spits a raspberry at you and then runs back to the others. Several of the children come up to your group and try to give you hugs. You get a couple of little high fives, some sheepish thank yous, under the watchful gaze of a couple of the adults as well, who look pretty busy this morning. At this point, you can head down. You have free reign of the community center.
Oh, yeah. Where Mr.
Supposed to go to the
Darrows said to
basement?
meet him in the basement, right?
Basement.
Yeah, he asked you to meet him in the basement.
Yeah, Tara gets down there first, it seems, and she's like, Mr. D, Mr. Darrows.
Hold on. Wait, let everyone catch up here.
I see you.
No, I'm going to keep walking in circles and yelling.
Bye.
You make your way down to the you make your way down to the basement. You start yelling when you get down there. You hear some noise from the back, and you hear Mr. D yell, we're back here. He doesn't really yell, but he talks loudly. We're back here, please.
Heard.
Such a weak voice for a leader.
Shut up.
What? You heard that?
You make your way back to
We're on
Mr.
comms
D,
now, docs.
and as you get there,
shit.
you see that there's a lot of smoke in this back room. And as you walk up to Mr. Darrows, one of the adults that you see all over the center now comes out as you approach and walks out of this mechanical room and shakes their head and says something to Mr. D, and then sort of heads past you and up the stairs looking very tired. Mr. Darrows is back here and he greets you as you come in. I hope you found the coffee.
It was pleasant, thank you.
Excellent. Well, sorry to wake you up early this morning. I hope to let you sleep in, but we found a little bit of a parting gift from our friends yesterday. And he sort of gestures to the mechanical room in the back here.
Better not be a
And sort of
turd.
walks in. There
They
is
left us
smoke
pot?
in here. There's sparks everywhere. There's even a little section that appears to maybe even be a little bit on fire, sort of glowing a little. It seems that I don't know when this happened. Maybe on their way out, but from what I understand, I'm not much of an engineer myself, but it appears that they smashed everything. I think that is maybe the technical term.
Well, hold on. Let me take a look at it. And Tarek, can I make a crafting check to see how smashed everything is?
Yeah, you don't even need to make a check to see it.
I want to know if it's salvageable. I guess
it is
like,
clearly
if there's
been-
anything I could salvage.
It's clearly been absolutely smashed.
Okay.
It looks like somebody has taken a heavy blunt instrument and just wailed on everything down here. But you
Gotcha.
can still give me a crafting check to try to see what you can do.
Yeah, I would love to know. Tarek immediately, barely paying attention to anybody, goes into crafting mode.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Do you have a crafting kit? A repair kit? I'm sorry.
Yep, I have a repair kit. Yeah,
Okay.
in my the custom rig.
Yes. So you spent some time fiddling with stuff, seeing what is left, what you can make do with. And after a few minutes of this, you are able to sort of stem the worst of the damage. Well, let me walk that back a little bit. You're able to put out the fires, sort of end the billowing smoke that's sort of permeating up
Yeah.
through the community center here.
Less carbon monoxide.
And sort of put the worst of it out. With this check especially, I think, you're able to actually jury-rig the power systems back into place. And with that, you hear
Hell yeah.
power flickers a little bit, but comes back on for the center.
Yeah,
And Mr.
Tarek,
Darrows says, thank you, Tarek
Nice
Tarek
work.
Bow.
I'm actually quite handy with this kind of stuff. While Tarek was working, you saw she pulled a large mechanical wrench that has a lot of like technology and like LCD displays and stuff on it. And as she's working, she's like pulling tools like out of the wrench. And she never actually uses the wrench function of it. It's just all of her tools are in there.
It's a wrench-shaped toolbox.
Yeah, but it's like
Within
Swiss Army wrench.
extra-dimensional.
A
Yeah,
tool.
exactly.
A cyber Swiss Army wrench.
She plugs her headphones into it. It's also an MP3 player.
Can hold
Mini
200
disc.
MP3s. Yeah, Tarek, with your check, I think you critically succeed at this check.
Hell yeah.
You not only do it, so that lets you get the power on. It also lets you get the life support systems for this building functioning as well.
Oh, good.
You notice that they were not functioning. But with your check, with the level of your check, you realize a couple important bits of information here. What you have done is incredibly, very much a band-aid on these systems. You have hotwired some stuff together. These systems are gonna burn out. There is not much you can do for them to permanently fix them. They are in a bad way. You have bought yourself some time with these systems, given the center back its power, giving it life support systems back. Other systems that run through here, the infosphere system for the local building, it's out of sorts, is smashed. You can't repair it with what's here.
No.
Also, the water systems to the building have electronic and mechanical components that are trashed. You've made sure that it's not going to flood the basement, but they're not going to function otherwise.
It's not good either, yeah.
So, after sort of getting the lay of the land on the repairs, Mr. D just says, thank you, Tarek Bow. I really appreciate that. Thank all of you. Thank you, Docs. Thank you, Fennec 19. Thank you, Jexa. I don't know if I thanked you proper after last evening, but thank you for everything. I wish we could sort of sit down and relax and rest, but nothing's ever going to be easy, I suppose. If you don't mind, would you all mind heading up to the auditorium with me?
We're gonna watch a movie?
That's first
The
floor, right?
play.
Yes, it's on the first floor. Let's head on up. Everybody heads up.
Hey.
How'd I get here?
Oh my god.
You make your way into the auditorium on the first floor. I'll let everyone... Is everyone here?
I think you brought us up, but I have no token here.
But you must scream.
I have
What?
no token, therefore I scream.
Who else isn't here?
I'm here.
I just
I
manually
think
hold
none
my
of us
ass
are.
up there.
No,
Really?
I'm here. I think Docs is the
I
other
don't-
one.
Yeah, I manually walked
There you
up, so maybe that's why.
I don't exist.
You all walk up to the auditorium. You find it packed full of haggard-looking adults. These people were not here last night during the raid, but it's clear that people have been trickling in this morning. This is a bunch of folks you do recognize from your few days you've been living here so far. You get a few smiles, a bunch of nods. A couple of the people even walk over and give you a slap on the back in appreciation as you make your way up. Other thing you noticed on your way here is that a lot of the adults that you see sort of all about the place are bringing in supplies. They're carrying crates of who knows what, sort of hauling it in from the front. It looks like they're hauling it from the back. And additionally, you noticed, maybe on your way down or up, that there's a bunch of folks in the med bay, which is kind of the adjoining room to the weight room in the basement. You noticed there were quite a few people in there that looked like they were being treated for injuries. So, having made your way back up to the auditorium at this point, Mr. Darrows walks in with you. He walks up to the front and he kind of jumps up a little bit and sits on the stage in front of everyone. And he says, I suppose this is about as much of everyone as we're going to get. If others trickle in, that's great, but I don't think we want to waste any time. If you all want to take a seat, you're welcome to. There's a couple open here still. But my friends, I was showing our saviors the basement and the state of things. Everyone else here is a little bit more up to speed, as they've been coming in the early morning hours and in the evening. But it's time we should talk about what we're gonna do going forward. As you all know, thanks to Tarek Bow, we do have power and life support systems in this building, at least for a short time. That's gonna help quite a bit. That's gonna let us limp along, but it seems we're gonna have to make some plans as well. First order of business is these hooligans that made it here last night. They apparently been told by our other friends that they call themselves the Sovereigns. And they're gonna return at some point, it seems. At least that's what I've been told. They're probably not gonna take this very well when they find out. Chatter sort of breaks out in the room among the adults who start sort of taking turns talking. Yeah, it's getting rough out there. These Sovereigns, they're one of the gangs that have been forming up lately. I've sort of caught glances at them here and there. It seems like their numbers are growing pretty big. I heard they're forcing people to join them. Even children, they're sort of conscripting them into their gang. It sounds pretty terrible. I had some friends in another part of the station that I lost touch with, but as far as I know, it looks like they've been forced into this gang. You guys can talk here as well,
okay, cool.
at any point.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe, I don't know, there must have been these, like, sovereign types, but before I even came here a few days ago, I got chased down by some folk, and that's, you know, how I wound up finding my way here and getting all injured and stuff, but, the plus side is they were all kind of weenies. There was just a lot of them.
Well, we were very lucky, but I suspect if they do come back, they will come back in greater forces. If their numbers couldn't do the trick, then boy, I'm worried about what they might come back with. Well, it doesn't seem very good. Does anyone have any suggestions about what we could do about them? What if we hire those mercenaries again? Yeah, we could hire them. That seems like a good idea. They've always done right by us before.
No, you don't need no mercs. We're the mercs. We can do it.
Well,
And we'll work for only double the pay. It's a good deal.
Jexa will actually work for half the pay. She already told me last night.
Half of quadruple is exactly what I said.
Well, I appreciate that, you four, but unfortunately we are a little skint at the moment.
Nah,
We
don't
sort
worry
of spent
about
the last of our credits in barter to, well, we sort of spent that up last night. So I don't think we're gonna be able to hire them on right away, at least.
Well, listen, I don't know. I guess I can't speak for my new compatriots here. I'm not gonna volunteer them for anything they don't want to do. But I figure me and Rascal at least can head out. We could maybe find some supplies, get things running here a little bit more smoothly. Maybe shore up some of your defenses, get you a little better armed. And while we're out, maybe find some information about these sovereign folk and see what we can do about them.
You see the gentleman that you saw earlier come out of the maintenance area downstairs, sort of waves their hand a little bit as they shut up. Yeah, I mean, you saw the systems down there. I'm impressed you got them working at all, but we're not going to be able to fix those in any meaningful way. Those are huge systems, and they're pretty specific to the building. I don't know what we're going to do. This place is pretty old. I don't know how we're going to jury rig something. Plus, we have another big problem is that this, according to everybody here, this neighborhood's finally starting to shut down. We had it pretty good for a while, but I don't know if its systems here are going to last much longer even. Yeah, when I was out, unfortunately, we saw signs that systems around the area were starting to shut down like other neighborhoods. We still have electricity for now, but I don't know how much longer even that will last.
Well,
we-
I guess we're fucked. So might as well just lay down and
yeah.
die.
I mean, I guess what do we propose? Like, we can't move en masse because those sovereigns will probably attack us. Or y'all can't move. I guess I you know,
Well,
I can't guarantee
actually-
my future.
I mean,
I got 2 legs. I'll see you later.
You're laying down.
honestly, that's, Tarek, that is something we've talked about a little bit. We've considered. We were kind of outgrowing this place anyway. With our numbers growing, staying here, it's going to get crowded. It's already crowded. So maybe finding a bigger place might be a better choice anyway. Yeah, we should find some place that's way more defensible than this place. One of the other guys sort of shouts out.
What, like a bandit's hideout?
Like a gang hideout.
Well, there has to be somewhere. If those sovereigns know we're here and they plan on coming back, if we think they're going to come back, then maybe not being here is the best course of action.
Damn, that is pretty smart.
All right, everyone, calm down, calm down.
No, you calm down.
I'm doing my best here, Docs. I
Quit
appreciate
shouting
it.
at me, Mr. Darrows. Jesus.
I'll try to keep my voice in check.
I'm just
You're-
fucking with you.
I don't. Well, I would use other language. I appreciate the sentiment. Some friendly ribbing is
Sorry, kids.
bring a little bit of levity to this
Earmuffs,
situation.
earmuffs, kids.
Well, yeah, yes, moving somewhere else may be a wise course of action, but it is a tall order.
It's a logistical
Just-
nightmare.
It is a bit of a. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Does anyone else have any other ideas?
Where are these
The room
kids
goes-
being held? Well, I mean, Fennec's in the back. He raises his hand.
Yes,
For
yes,
speaking.
Fennec.
He's like, you mentioned kids being captured? Perhaps we can find these kids. There's got to be
Well-
somewhere that they put them.
That would be a lovely idea, but while I applaud your, I applaud the thought, and I would love to do that, and I think we should if we can. Sadly, I think we have to make sure we have our little corner of affairs in order first before we can go helping others. The room breaks out into some conversation at this point. The adults start sort of talking amongst themselves, and everyone's kind of going through things at this point. And after a minute, Mr. D comes back and just sort of does some gentle clapping and raises his hand above his head. Well, I haven't heard any other real suggestions at this point. So it seems like either we can try to stay here and fix this place and defend it, although it might be a pretty tall order. Or we could try to go out and find a new home for our burgeoning little community here. I did kind of just stumble into this place a while ago and helping a person here, a person there. Next thing I know, we have, our little flock here. But it wasn't really picked for any specific purpose other than I had access to it. So maybe a more purposeful decision might be a good course of action. But I'm not a dictator here. We're all living together. So I say we put it to a vote. Let's just see a simple show of hands. I know this isn't everyone, but we need to make actions fast here, it seems, so we're gonna work with who we have. If everyone who'd like to try to stay here and defend this place, to fix it up, put your hands up. You see, looking around the room, a handful of people put their hands up, I don't know if any of you put your hands up.
No.
No. Fennec kind of looks at his other
This
friends.
place kind of sucks. Smells like old Cheerios in here.
That's you.
Nah, but those systems are borked. My best I could do is go out and get some stuff to do more band-aids, but that's not going to last long.
Mr. D nods and says, okay, well, let's do this right. By show of hands, who thinks we should try to find a new home? And you see a lot of hands go up in the room. It's not a blowout, but it is a clear majority that seem to favor not being here when they come back, finding a new place that can work a little better for everyone. Well, I guess that's what we're gonna do, folks. We're gonna try to find a new home for all of us. I hate to move along real quickly here, but I'm just gonna be a little presumptuous here and ask, does anyone object if our newest friends here, if I send them out on this mission to find a new home? I figure they're maybe the freshest of all the adults here. Everyone's coming in from the supply run. We're still waiting for others. They've proven themselves capable.
Yeah,
and,
we're awesome, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I accept.
One of the other adults in the back goes, I would go too, but I don't want to leave my kids again. Not after last night. I'm sorry. I just don't feel comfortable with that. You hear a murmur of assent from some of the other adults.
Hey man, totally valid.
Okay. Well, if there are no objections, then let's call that settled as well. There's nods of agreement around the room. People sort of are making eye contact with all of you and giving you sort of appreciative nods. Everyone here does look pretty tired. If circles under their eyes, they've been out for days doing scavenging, bringing things back, and everyone's pretty tired looking. So Mr. D sort of does a clap again to get everyone's attention. All right, everybody, let's break here for now. I think everyone is tired and busy. Let's get back to loading in the supplies and getting everyone here some rest. We're gonna be taking shifts this time, just in case, but we'll work out the details. Thanks, everybody. All the adults start to filter out of the room. Mr. D waves the four of you forward as the adults start to filter out back into the center. For the four of you, again, I appreciate your help and for imposing on you here again. But how about this? I know you're probably still tired. I'm glad you got some coffee, but how about we regroup in about an hour in the basement? There's a quiet study room next to the maintenance area. Why don't we meet there in an hour? And I'll have a chance to talk with some folks and sort of see to some of the details here. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Yep.
Okay. Mr. Darrows sort of walks out slowly, gets down. He's an old guy. Sort of does a stretch. He walks out, sort of puts his hand on everybody's shoulder and sort of nods and thanks you again as he walks out. Leaving the four of you alone in here for the first time, not under threat of attack.
All right. Well, I guess we've been voluntold for some good deeds. How's everybody feeling about that?
Amazing. Gonna be awesome. We're gonna be awesome. Because we are awesome. He starts shadowboxing Finnick. He's like, you got this, buddy, right? Yeah. Ooh.
It's like real steel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll match your movements. Oh, it's always exciting to find a new home. Especially when one's falling apart like this. Jaxer, were you sleeping that whole time?
I was not. I was just focused on something else. And
Are you aware of what we're doing?
Why is there like eyes painted on your eyelids?
That's an interesting tattoo.
That's very good.
If you want to learn something, you should ask nicely.
I thought that was pretty nice, but all right.
I don't know how I can help. I don't have a real estate license.
I think in this area, it's less about buying a home and more about finding one that isn't falling apart.
I don't know how I can help. I'm not an architect.
Well, you seem to hold that gun on your hip pretty confidently. So, I would guess you're good at shooting the things that might be in the homes that we are going to be looking at. So, you can leave all the architecture work to me.
I think shooting might be just my thing.
I mean, yeah, I saw how you
Perfect.
worked with that
Great.
thing last night.
Calm down.
Work that thing.
Oh boy.
So,
Why is your flashlight on?
If
I can see
I
it in
would
your
like-
pocket.
it's not in my pocket.
Oh, okay.
Cut that.
How does she turn? Never mind. Some time goes by. You do some chatting. You sip your coffee. And you can make your way down to the basement, to the quiet study room. An hour later.
Fennec is at a full sprint now because he's
Whoa.
never had coffee before.
Oh, whoops.
Let's go.
Wait, no, this is the basement.
Yeah, he runs upstairs.
Down they go.
Is it this back corner room?
Yeah,
here?
you make your way down to the back, past. So the quiet study room is here. The makeshift med bay is down here. That you walked by, just for clarification. Yeah, you walk into the study room, and Mr. Darrows is there. There's a couple other adults there, and he says, "Hey, thanks for coming down, everyone. Could you shut the door, Fennec?
Where's the coffee? Sorry.
Well,
Of course.
We'll get you some more. Don't worry about it.
Maybe don't give him more. I don't know exactly what kind of capacitors he's working with, but I feel like he's gonna overload.
He's jittery.
Oh, first timer, huh?
Mhm.
Okay, well take
Like,
take
look at my
it
fingers.
easy.
His hands are
take-
just spinning in their sockets.
I know that Jackery had brought some coffee back from one of the last scavages, and it was, from what I don't drink this stuff myself, but from what
Is
they described it
Jackery
was
related to
basically jet
Craigery?
fuel. Craigery? Not that I'm aware
The
of.
the naming scheme sounds familiar,
Oh, well, I don't know what
as
Craigery.
if one person has picked these names.
Do we? I don't think we have a
Craigery's
Craigery here.
Craigery's the mustache kid. What are you talking about?
Oh,
I just watched the episode last night.
well, you know. Oh,
Scotch
that's Craigory. I'm sorry. That was Craigory.
Oh,
I see.
Shit.
I see.
The inflection and the emphasis makes all the difference. It's a cultural thing.
I
for him.
gotcha.
That's okay. No, it's understandable. I should have picked that up. I'm sorry. I'm also running on a little bit less sleep. Maybe I should have a sip of Fennec's coffee.
You need coffee.
Yeah. Well, I thank you for coming down. I had a couple minutes to chat around with everyone here, and I think I have a little bit of a status update that I can give everybody here as we look forward. So, let's talk about where we are here. So, thanks to Fennec here, we have power and life support systems, which is real good.
I think you mean Tarek.
What did I say?
Fennec.
You said Fennec.
I'm
But
sorry.
you're
Maybe
tired. I
Fennec-
understand.
Fennec on the brain.
can I
yeah,
also
Fennec
have?
didn't shit. He
Yeah.
just stood there and looked at us.
I'm pretty sure I
Unfortunately-
saved you like 3 times.
No. What are you talking about?
It's okay.
Unfortunately, I am not the type of woman to let other people take credit for my accomplishments.
I apologize, Fennec. Like I said, I've had only a little bit of sleep lately. But listen, thank you to your hard work I was right there when it happened. I should remember. We have life support and electricity again. Now that's going to help us quite a bit because apparently, according to reports, power systems in this neighborhood are starting to fail, like so many others. So we would be reliant on our own internal systems. And they work for now, which is great. But we need to find something to replace them with before they go. Hopefully a new home. So, that holds for now. We also have water and supplies, food. We tried to do a best recalculation of what's coming so far. We estimate we probably have about 2 weeks before we are sort of hard up again and have to venture out with our current numbers. We're going to try to hold off bringing too many new folks into the center for now, but we should be able to last for a little bit longer. And finally, talking with some folks here, and based on what our mercenary friends had said before, well, we probably have a week before we have to worry about those sovereign folks. We don't know if they'll come back or when is probably more likely, but we figure we did enough damage to them that, well, we probably bought ourselves about a week before we really have to worry. One of the gentlemen in the back says, yes, based on all the scouting that the reports have come back in, they've been real stirred up since last night. We weren't sure what it was, but after coming back here, now we're pretty certain what put a bee in their bonnet, as Mr. D would say. Yes, thank you, Stephen. So it's only a matter of time, so we're gonna have to make some quick moves here. Now, after chatting around, no one really had any strong ideas about where we should go. The woman to the side here speaks up. Yeah, the immediate neighborhood's getting pretty sparse right around here. Also, it probably wouldn't hurt to be a little further from the community center if being scarce when the sovereigns come back is part of the plan, then we don't probably want to be too close nearby. So we're going to have to sort of spread out further, but finding something that sort of fits our needs for quite a few people, well, we're going to have to venture a little farther out, it seems. Thank you, Jeanette. Yes, it was decided that we should probably reach out to our mercenary friends again to see if they can help. We don't really have any great leads right now. And I don't really have any other resources I can easily get in touch with. Any other contacts. The other
is
gentleman...
there any way to know? Sorry, not to interrupt.
No, sorry, Fennec. You go ahead. You please all hop in anytime.
Out of character. Any way that we would know of or stumbled across places while we were traveling that we could think of? Like rolling something to know of a good location.
Maybe do like a society check or something?
Yeah.
Yes, you could roll a society check.
I also have survival if you feel like that would be a little bit more pertinent.
I would love survival.
How about Absalom Station lore?
Oh my god. That
Amazing.
feels pretty on the nose, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'll do society then.
It's not. Let's see. Unless maybe.
It's pretty good.
Very nice. We can do society.
Both of you.
Or survival rather.
I would like
yeah,
to do survival.
Yeah, you can roll.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I like to survive.
You all rack your brains. You have done some traveling out and about. But I think a lot of the places you visited were probably on a smaller scale than what you're looking for at this point. Traveled to a lot of places, seen a lot of people, But what you're looking for is something kind of big that would accommodate a lot of people. And I just think you're pretty sure of all the places you've seen, of all the people you helped, none of them are really a great match for what you think you're looking for here.
Well, we know where not to go, and that's something.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. It might significantly help you to know where not to go. Mr. Darrows sort of continues after a minute. Oh. Whoops, there he is. So, the best I can tell is to ask our mercenary friends. I know you're all at least a little well-traveled around the station, but I don't know anyone personally that's more well-traveled than those three. They've done a lot of jobs, a lot of places, and have been helping a lot of folks out. So if they're going to know anything, if anyone's going to know anything, I think they're maybe our most clear line. The other lady in the back of the room speaks up. Yes, we're pretty certain we know where they're staying. So if you need to go talk with them, we can provide you coordinates. Hopefully that makes it easy.
I bet that's where the guy's liquor is too. Just saying.
Jexa, we'll try to raid a bar on the way back or something.
That would be appreciated.
Yes.
I feel like going out and talking to these folks is seems like it'd be a great starting place.
Yes, and
Do they
Jexa.
live together?
Oh, the woman in the back pipes back up. Actually, they don't. They're sort of spread out all over the place. Jexa, Mr. Darrows continues, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I'm going to ask, at least until we get this kind of a little situation sorted out, perhaps you can lay off the drinking and the substances, at least go light, maybe?
I hear what you're saying.
I don't want you to go into withdrawal or anything. That doesn't help anybody, but maybe just come down a little bit. I'm
honestly surprised that she is still this fucked up. I haven't seen her ingest
She's
anything
worse than she
for,
was last night.
like 12 hours.
I'm
maybe
gonna withdraw from this conversation.
It's presumptuous of me, and I apologize, Jackson. Maybe this is just your normal demeanor, and I've been making some unwarranted assumptions.
Yes, you have been very demean to me.
Well, I would like to apologize. Sincerely. I didn't mean anything by it.
Sincerely, Jexa.
Okay. Well,
everyone
else
I'm scared if this is what she's actually like. What is she going to be like when she actually gets on drugs?
We should go see the angel lady. She was
more
beautiful.
stable.
Where's the angel lady live?
I think that's the bad idea. I got better vibes from the old dude.
Oh, well, there it
Just
is.
go talk to all of them.
Well,
Yeah, why not?
that sounds like a
Maybe
great
not
plan.
the mean one.
Oh, well, maybe just talk to Dinara last then, if you're feeling that way. Maybe the others can help you as well. But so here's the plan, the best we can tell. Visit our mercenary friends where they stay. Try to convince them to help us find a new home that'll fit our needs. Once you've talked with them, if you can take we don't have a lot of time. We're working under a little bit of a pressure here. So, once you have some locations, maybe you can recon these locations.
Not a bad idea.
Just check them out briefly. We don't have time to search them all. So just take a quick look and then come back to us. Do an external assessment. See what we're working with. Come on back. Once we get back here, we can talk about what options we have, and, well, we can pick from the available options. Hopefully we have a real Whole bunch of them. I don't know. Folks, I'm a little tired too. I haven't slept much in the last day or so.
Go get some rest, buddy. We'll handle it.
I plan on it. So, does that make sense?
Just
Yep.
as
It
much
does.
as anything ever does.
Sounds like we're, playing some house hunters here. Is there going to be a film crew?
Just the angels watching up ahead.
I just want to make sure, because wear my nicer vest.
Oh.
Rascal technically does record all of his camera feed stuff. It just kind of deletes itself pretty quickly. But I guess I could get it back to you if you do something cool.
Oh, yes. Perfect.
Who do we talk to about petty cash?
Well, like I mentioned, unfortunately, we're fairly strapped right now. We'll see what other folks bring in over the next. Our sort of regroup day after our last supply run was today. So by the end of the day, everyone should be back. But we'll see if anyone brings.
Just after we leave, right?
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what,
that
Jexa?
makes-
Great work that helps others is its own reward.
Yeah.
I think you'll find it suits you pretty well. Oh, there she goes.
Are you ready? Let's get this over with.
Give us those coordinates. We'll head out post haste.
Okay.
I'm going to go get my nice vest. I'll be right back.
So long.
So the lady in the back actually brings out a comm unit and sort of puts it on the desk here. Let me just see here.
Wait, I can't see. I left the room. Now I feel like I'm missing out.
It's so cool.
Let me
Oh
back
my god,
in.
this map is
Oh,
animated.
unbelievable.
No, they
Wow.
And there's hot guys on it.
oh my gosh.
My,
No,
my
they
arrows aren't. Yay.
They put a tablet on the thing and they bring up a little schematic of the station. And they start showing you some information. And they sort of sort through it for a minute and then they show you this. Let's see if we can do it. Triple check. Hold on. There we go. They bring up a map of the station. And you sort of see this overhead view. And they put a couple points of interest in there. And you see that there is community center. You're located here. Sort of on the edge of the... you're in the arms, technically, but on the edge near the ring. There is another location, an old bar, a dive bar, that apparently is where Styburn is staying. There is what they are calling a multi-faith worship space, which is apparently where Dinara is staying. And if we switch view here, down lower, in just the very top levels of the spike, there is an abandoned clinic, and that is where Kyverson is staying.
I know that place.
All right, now I understand, Jexa, that your proclivity is probably going to be to go right to the bar, but let me propose to you, we start off with the abandoned clinic, then we move our way back to the multi-faith worship space, right? And then we go to the old bar, and you can flirt with the old perv, and also drink his liquor. I'm just assuming he's a pervert. Nobody with a mustache
Drink
like
his
that
liquor.
isn't a little perverted.
Is that a euphemism?
You can do whatever you want. You can parse whatever information you want out from that statement, but that way, Jexa, you can celebrate a hard day's work with what is probably going to wind up being as much booze as you can handle.
Tarek, I'm gonna shock you here, but I can get my fix at a clinic too.
No, you're right. I should have seen that one coming. But listen, I just think that the plan still stands. I guess.
It's a perfect plan.
Fine. You can start with some uppers. We can go meet the mean lady, and then we can go to the bar and you can get some downers.
Yay.
And then go to sleep.
Yeah, end your day on downers. That's what you're supposed to do, right?
So you'll notice on this map, there's 2 buttons in the top corner. You should be able to click on them. You have to double click on them, I think, but it'll allow you to revisit. I'll try to make this map available, but you should be able to. These little guys up in the top left.
So
they're
when you
behind.
hover over them, they pop out. But when I do, they don't do anything.
I can fix that.
They're just pictures.
They're set to GM only by default. 'Cause that's what
Okay,
I
so
do.
I can click on the top one now.
Now you can click on both of them.
There we go.
I pressed things.
Although, if everyone's clicking it all the time, it's going to be blah, 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 blah. But
I
yeah,
see.
you'll have a map here where you can scope out the station and points of interest that you know about. Everyone's clicking it over and over.
Okay.
So, what's the plan?
doing that.
Did you say the plan was to head to the clinic
Oh, wait.
first?
Down to the
and
spike.
then,
clinic.
okay,
Clinic.
down to the spike.
That's what I
Get some
think.
drugs.
That's
Okay.
Oh yeah, and talk to that lady.
Very
Arguably
good.
the more important thing, doxing Jexa.
So,
Yeah,
you,
yeah, totally. Yep.
do you guys have anything you want to do in the community center before you head out? Any preparatory anything?
Yes.
I think we got-
Got all-
Yeah.
got everything I need.
I think
Oh,
you
yeah.
were saying that there were people in need in in a medical situation. I think Fennec would like to help out before we go. If
Yeah, there
possible.
definitely are. Down in there's sort of a makeshift med bay down here next to the weight room.
I'd like to go in
um,
this
Jexa?
this room and see if I can take some med kits.
Jexa. Oh no.
I think Tarek maybe says, how about we meet out front in about an hour? Does that sound good to everybody?
Or a med patch. Is there any med patches in here?
And Tarek's gonna go into the room, into the engineering bay, and just kind of make sure that everything is gonna hold up.
Gotcha. Don't think I didn't notice Doc's going to the bathroom. Docs, I will note you're in the ladies' room.
Oh shit. Whoops.
But you know what?
Can't have fun in there.
Nobody here seems to mind. Everyone's very respectful. But you know, you do you. Fennec, you walk in with Jexa. There are some medical supplies down here, but there's not a lot of medical supplies.
Yeah. But there's some.
Yeah, there's some. And
Let me go
there
right
are
here,
a
just
bunch of
quick.
people here sort of propped up on cots in various different places. And they all look a bit injured. It looks like they've been
Is anybody in
bandaged up a little.
charge?
Not at, there's this gentleman over here. When you come in, he says, "Oh, Mr. Fennec, are you here to help out?"
Yes, I am. Is anybody in need of any healing? I look around the room.
Well, honestly, pretty much everybody is. We've done what we can, but we have, at least at the moment, pretty limited medical supplies. It's something we hope will bring in some more with the rest of the excursion coming in today, but for right now we're running fairly low.
Well, let me take a
I'm
look.
still looking inside. Yeah.
Yeah, Jexa, you peek in and it's pretty
Such a
sad.
rat.
Is there a band-aid? I'll
There are
take the Band-Aid.
there's some gauze and some bandages, yeah.
Ugh. Who used up all the med patches?
Sorry, Jexa, we needed to stabilize a couple folks who came in, a little bit critical condition, so. But Mr. Fennec, if there's anything you can do, I'm sure everyone here would appreciate it.
Of course. So Fennec is gonna move over to one of these people, and he's going to sling his backpack down again, and in his side pouch, he's gonna pull out his little spectacles that are a little busted, and he's gonna stick them to the tip of his metal nose. They're magnetic, and he's gonna start inspecting the person in front of him, the green-haired fella, I guess. Like,
Sure.
what seems to be the problem as he starts to inspect him?
What are your plans for treatment? Are you going to be using magic or a medicine skill check?
You know,
Which we can
feeling
we can theme as magical adjacent.
he's feeling pretty high and mighty with his ability the other night of battle medicine. So he's gonna try to. There's like a 10-minute version of that, right? That just to treat wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Treat wounds.
Is that just under? Where is that located? Is that under actions or?
It is an action.
Could be.
It's an exploration activity, but you can use
Okay.
that macro that we used for battle medicine.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
That
have
is
down
that
there.
is just the treat wounds macro.
Sure. Yeah, then he'll try to do treat wounds.
Okay.
If it's not too serious. If it's more serious, then Fennec will switch over to magic.
Yeah, there's some significant injuries here, but nothing life-threatening.
Well, let's try this first, and then
Yeah.
we'll move.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
I think we can just roll that forward to say that you take the time. You take a couple minutes to attend to everybody here.
Yeah, I'm
We-
gonna. So it's like 10 minutes per. So I'll just spend the whole hour here just moving around, diagnosing, and trying to help people out.
Yeah, you walk around the room one by one, sort of you do a quick assessment, prioritizing the severity of the injuries, and then go one by one, helping out, using a little bit of healing magic to get these folks in much better shape. And yeah, you do a great job. They're, still gonna take some time to rest, but you've pretty much got them back up to full.
Yeah, and then I find a half melted like lollipop at the bottom of my bag and give it to the last person. And I said, everything's gonna be okay.
Okay.
Boop, boop, boop.
Thanks.
And I just walk out. Do, 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 do.
You can hear the sound of a
Give 'em
lollipop dropping
Baymax
into
vibes.
an empty metal trash can.
Wait, that's kind of a dick thing.
What a
Take their
sorry,
health back.
Fennec doesn't realize it.
All right, yeah. Anyone else have any other plans that they were trying to do?
No, I already fixed up the thing. I think Tarek does like a quick once over, make sure it's working properly. She doesn't have the time or the equipment to craft anything yet, so she's not going to even ask about taking that time. She is telling people that she thinks she can piece together some environmental protections or maybe even better armor and stuff, but it's just going to take a minute.
Okay. Well, you can make your way out of the station back into Greater Absalom. And again, your initial goal is the abandoned clinic, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You have coordinates. You basically have an address. The infosphere across Absalom Station right now is spotty at best. It does not work great everywhere. And it's a little bit of a mixed bag. So you're relying on a lot of street smarts to find your way around. Occasionally you'll pick up a strong enough signal somewhere near a building or something that is still functioning that you can get on the sphere to do whatever you want to do. But it's not working great. And the infosphere itself has suffered a pretty big hit as the awakening occurred. A lot of the data on it was trashed and is really incomprehensible. So over the last 4 years, it's been built back up a bit, but it's not the super strong, reliable Google Maps style tool that it might otherwise be. So you're going to be relying on your wits to get around. So I would like all of you, or any of you, to roll to try to find your way towards this address. I think survival's a good bet. I think Absalom lore would work really well. If anyone
could
else-
I aid survival?
Yeah.
Let me
Oh.
try selling you on a computers check. for navigating the messed up infosphere when we get opportunities to.
I think you can aid. You can decide who's going to take the lead on this, and they can roll whatever skill they want, and then the rest of you can aid with adjoining skills as well.
Quick question: is this close to where Finnick is from? Because he is from Upper Spike, or is it not?
Give me a perception check, culture check.
You don't seem too sure about that.
Just trying to think what the best check would be here. Oh, Fennec, you rolled that secret.
Sure did.
I'm going to reveal this. You did it right. And I'm going to reveal this to everyone.
Sure did.
Oh, hell yeah.
Kablooey.
Uh-oh.
Kapow.
Oh.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Oh! 20.
Fennec, you start looking at the address and trying to figure out where this is in station relative to what you know. And as you getting out on your way, it dawns on you, you know exactly where this place is. You know this address because you used to live there.
Yeah. Oh, I know this place actually. I can lead us there, no problem. Put away your maps, and then I crumple up my crown drawing of map that I had made and put it in my backpack pouch again.
All right. Well, we might need that again, but sure. I trust you.
No. Follow me, everyone. And I'll start skipping, kind of hopping. That's what my run is, just large hops, several feet.
For some reason, I picture Fennec doing this, almost marching / skipping down the street. I picture an ice cream truck song playing, I
thought Fennec was really big until I watched the first episode, and then realized that Eeg is taller than Fennec, and then I was like,
"Whoa!
I should have made Fennec taller." It's 9 feet.
Eeg's a big boy.
Yeah,
Eeg is tall for a Kasatha.
Yeah, he's pretty tall.
Okay, you make your way there. Give me a
survival.
Somebody roll a survival check though, because you're still having to make your way through the station. You know where you're going.
Okay.
You know where you're going, so this is not a particularly difficult check. But
I'll also aid on survival.
Yeah.
I'll aid Fennec on survival.
Oh, please aid me.
Doesn't really need it, but
Okay.
Look at that. You get that +1 bonus.
You've made this trek not too long ago. Well, I guess you didn't travel to the community center from the clinic.
No, I bounced around. Yeah.
But you know your way around this general path, and you know a pretty safe route to get down there that travels through places with still have environmental controls on them and still have atmosphere and are pretty safe places. So you chart a nice, safe path down towards this abandoned clinic. As you start making your way down to the clinic, it's pretty easy going. But as you're going, you do catch the infosphere a couple times. A couple different sections of the station you walk through still have access to the sphere. And as you do, who has a comm unit? I think Jexa has
we all
one.
Technically do, right?
Oh, you all have
armor.
Powered armor, tech armor now?
Yeah.
I'm
assuming, I think most armor is tech armor.
You do catch the signal a couple times, and as you do, apparently whatever radio station, whatever sphere station that these were set to before pops back on, and it was configured for everybody. So it all pops back on the same way for everyone as you're going down. And you catch a bit of some Infosphere channel broadcasts as you go.
Is this like a Rorschach test? Am I supposed to see a sexy Satan? Oh.
channel sucks.
We attribute the success to mankind. For joining us.
You got walls and a roof?
The guide to that. We attribute the success of our. Who can save mankind?
Hello, Absalom Station. This is Dr. Frane, and a heartfelt thank you to tuning in to ASTR in these early hours. It's another quiet morning down here at the ASTR station. I believe most of the neighborhood has been abandoned at this point after the water went out last month. But we still have power. And my promise to you, dear listeners, is that I'll be here for you, broadcasting until the juice, as they say, runs out. So I hope you're doing well. We'll be sure to get back to this in an upcoming segment. But as always, be sure you're taking care of yourself and your loved ones first and foremost. Of course, the needs of the physical body must be met. But please remember to tend to your psychological wellness with just as much ferocity, vigor. In these trying times, we must remain vigilant to ward off the endless atrophy of apathy and despair. Now, if you're listening to this, it means you still have Infosphere access. And if you have access, then please reach out to me here at the ASTR station. All of our connection information is easily retrievable from our site on the sphere. Be sure to send us your questions, your comments, and your stories. I want to talk to you, Absalom. Don't forget to check our schedule for our daily live talk block, when I take live calls from you and your fellow station denizens. Now, on to this morning's main segment. And please, if you'll indulge me just a bit here in allowing me a brief digression, it will all circle back. It seems some fine folks have somewhat recently banded together and begun attempts to restore Infosphere access in areas of the station that have sadly gone without. Now I, of course, applaud these efforts to rejuvenate and restore even just a piece of our moldering civilization. Bravo to these unsung heroes. And it's due to these heroic efforts that we have recently been receiving an influx of messages from new listeners. If you're one of these new listeners, let me just say, welcome. We are so glad to have you. And so, a number of these listeners have sent in messages, and that takes us around to this morning's segment. While reading through your messages and questions, a clear through line has emerged. Where are we as a station, and how did we arrive here? My dear listeners, please accompany me as I attempt to construct the start of a living history of the events of the past 4 years. I hope for this to be an ongoing segment where together we can begin forging a new history for Absalom Station. So, with the preamble dispensed with, this will be Dr. Frane and ASTR presents The Awakened, Those Who Remain.
Did you just get it?
Yes.
It looks like the Beast. It's so great.
Oh my god. Well, I'm a
It's
friggin'
literally
idiot.
him from X-Men 3.
How old is Fraser Frane? Huh? How old is he?
You don't know?
Because
I don't know if you're
he's been
familiar.
around.
Docs immediately finds our website.
I'm
gets the
familiar.
email, opens it up. He goes into his file system. He finds some naughty ASCII art and copies it. He pastes it in. He sets up a proxy for the emails. It doesn't look like it comes from him, and he sends it to them. And he's just chuckling the whole time. He's like,
Very nice. Docs, while you're doing this, while you have a good connection in this location, you see that this broadcast, this snippet that you've picked up here, sort of peters back out to static, but it's clearly a pre-recorded bit of broadcast. But you still catch that little bit of it at least before it sort of fades back out to static. And
Interesting.
Am I assuming that this is a character that you've played with before?
who knows?
Sounds like it.
Nobody knows. But you make your way down to the abandoned clinic, thinking on that broadcast a little bit as you go. And it's not too much longer before you make your way there.
This is fun.
You walk through an old neighborhood in the Spike. It's sort of a little bit lower class, but they kept it nice. People who live here. It's clear that people do still live here. You don't really see anyone around at the moment, but it has the sense that someone's been taking care of this block, at least. And you make your way down towards a kind of a low, squat building. It looks like it might have been a warehouse at one point or something. But it has these big windows on the front and this kind of like little gated front area that's dirt. And as you walk up to the double doors, they slide open. You walk in and it is lit up. It's a little bit messy. There's some stuff everywhere, but there's a lot of warm light coming in through the windows, through the atmospheric systems out in this neighborhood that are projecting a kind of simulacrum of an early afternoon. And as you are sort of step into this place, Fennec, you are hit with a tinge of nostalgia. A strange ennui, a longing feeling as you see this place that you are pretty intimately familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're sort of looking around, just sort of staring at it, it's been a little while since you've been back here. You see Kyverson pop out from the back. Oh, well, hello there. What brings you to my neck of the woods?
Hello there, angel lady. It's good to see you
Idio.
again. It's just like I remember. So she wasn't here, obviously, when I was here. Or do I know her?
You don't know her,
Okay.
and you don't know why she's here. And we're gonna have to find out next time why that is.
Why are you here?
She
are
better
you?
not have taken all the drugs.
Shit. Where are the drugs?
How you grow the wings, you gotta take all the drugs.
Drugs give you wings.
I mean,
They sure do.
True story.
all
Don't try that
right.
at home, kids.
All right, everybody.
Good session.
Good one. Yeah.
Well, you have
Stopping our recording.
in a second. We don't need to rush to stop recording. Get some
All
good
right,
tail end stuff. So you've made your way. You have saved the day at the community center, or at least with your help, allowed these mercenaries to save the day. If you hadn't been there to slow these thugs down, it may have been a very different story.
Yep.
But now with a new mission, with a new purpose, to find a new home for your new community, for your new family, perhaps, you have set off to ask for assistance to find a way forward, to find a new place that you can call home, a new place of safety. Next time we'll see what is in this place that Fennec knows so well, and why is this stranger here in the place that Fennec sort of came to. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back next time for another exciting episode of Those Who Remain. I'd like to, of course, thank our all of the people who have helped out with the show again. Gavin, who's doing all of our character art, Will, who's doing all of the battle map art, and Brett, who's done some original music, including our theme song, which you can catch a little bit of right now. Also, their links are all down in the description, so please be sure to check out their information as well and send some love their way.
Yeah,
But for everyone here at Standard Actions, we'll see y'all next time.
bye.
Okay, now we can stop recording. 3, 2, 1, stop.